are experiencing a uniquely challenging time in our history. The roots of injustice and intolerance that were present from the very origins of this country and that we mistakenly thought existed only as a faint image in our rearview mirror have once again been exposed. As Native people, this should not come as a surprise. We are far too familiar and aware of these roots, and they are the foundation of our U.S. tribal nation relations. Truth is not a partisan issue because it is not a political issue. Regardless of whether you are Republican or Democrat, each of you are acutely aware of the many challenges that we faced as a society, as a nation, during this past year, and that we continue to face today. We would be naive to believe that Indian country is immune from these challenges. In fact, the impact of these challenges are already being felt across our communities, and they are affecting our nation-to-nation, government-to-government relationship with the United States. These times are challenging and frustrating. They test our morals and values, they test our character and integrity, and they test our strength and resolve. As these broader national challenges continue, it would be easy for Indian country to be forgotten and to get lost in the fray. It would be easy for the sacred trust and treaty obligations and promises made to us to become a distant memory. We simply must never allow this to occur. We must never allow fear of retribution or retaliation to interfere in our pursuit of justice. We must no longer allow ourselves to be dismissed, silenced, disrespected, or patronized, and we must stand together and stand united. During the 2017 Native American Heritage Month, President Trump stated, my administration is committed to tribal sovereignty and self-determination. A great nation keeps its word, and this administration will continue to uphold and defend its responsibilities to American Indians and Alaska Natives. Together, we will strengthen the relationship between the United States government and Native Americans. These words properly convey the respect and dignity that we deserve, but they are only words. Unfortunately, too often, the actions, including all branches of government, have fallen woefully short of this commitment. It's no secret that our people have been waiting hundreds of years for the United States to keep its word, to live up to agreements forged in exchange of resources that are the bedrock of this nation's strength and power. When this day finally arrives, and we will not stop until it does, tribal nations in the United States will be able to move forward with a relationship rooted in diplomacy and mutual respect for each other's inherent sovereign rights and authorities. So as a collective body, we must work to ensure that the United States fulfills these promises through action, as words simply are not enough. Almost 50 years ago now, our USEP founders understood the strength that is derived from unity. They understood that our individual prosperity and perseverance was ultimately linked to our shared prosperity and perseverance. Indian country is strong. We are here today because of our will and fortitude, not merely to survive, but to succeed and flourish. Moving forward, we must be courageous. We must have a vision without limits imposed on us, or that we impose on ourselves. And we must strategize with a steadfast determination and intent. There is much power in this room, and it is our collective responsibility to harness that in solidarity for the common good. Standing together as one, we will defend who we are and what we stand for as Native peoples. So I stand before you today as President of the United South and Eastern Tribes Sovereignty Protection Fund, with a belief that our future is ours for the taking. This pursuit is a sacred responsibility that everyone in this room and across our communities must own and is charged with. We must be dedicated to this shared interest and common cause, protecting our inherent rights and authorities to govern ourselves and to determine what is best for our citizenry. Because as sovereigns, it is not about rights granted to us. Federal Indian policy has blinded us to our own power and has corrupted our sovereign way of thinking. No longer should we accept the notion of plenary authority. No longer should we accept the fiction of the doctrine of discovery and its role in the current federal Indian policy. It is time for Indian country to reawaken to its own power, to understand this power and to leverage this power for the purpose of reclaiming our rightful place as strong, sovereign, indigenous governments and people within these lands. The moment, although 100 years in the making, or hundreds of years in the making, is certainly now. I believe in us. I believe that our future is bright and that our possibilities are unlimited. I believe that there is no greater remedy to today's challenges than the strength that we draw from our unity. And I believe that our Indian country unity will ultimately serve as an example for America to emulate as it attempts to overcome its challenges and heal itself from today's division. It's an honor to be with you today. I look forward to this week. I hope all of you have a very empowering and productive week, and together we deliver messages that promotes our communities, our citizens, and our overall well-being. So I want to thank everyone for being here.